So,
Fair.
talking of disruption,
Yes, sir.
in keeping with the spirit of the season, IPL rights. I want to
Yes.
dig your media brain a little bit.
Yes.
TV and digital. We see one day in the paper, Star is taking out the big ad saying how much the viewership has grown. And then Jio saying we got 4 times that on digital. So what's happening in that space? What's your take on
And Geo going further and saying, why watch something on Idiot Box
Yeah.
when you can watch it on smart devices?
Yeah.
Yeah, so IPL's got like 2 different streams now.
Yes.
And what's your take? Is digital going to overtake TV? Is TV going to last? Is there going to be the brick and mortar situation?
So look, my take on this is as follows. I think I don't think TV is going anywhere.
Okay.
I believe that the experience of watching live TV on a large screen, no matter whether it comes through a satellite channel or it comes through, your broadband connection. I mean, watching cricket on a large screen, I think has distinct advantages. Depending on the context, like if you're not at home, okay, and if you're at the airport waiting for your flight, of course, watching it on digital is the only option that you have, right? So now the key question is, remember, whether it's advertisers or whether it is the person who's broadcasting it, the amount and length of time of viewership is very important, right? If people are going to watch you for 2 minutes and then just check in and check out, that's one kind of behavior. If someone's actually going to take time out and say, okay, today evening 7:30 p.m. I want to watch this match, and is going to make the time and the space for it, then that's, in my view, appointment viewing, and it is television. Right? I don't know whether that's going to go away very soon in a country like India where cricket is so popular, and IPL is a mix of not just sport but also entertainment. Right? So I believe that TV will stay very relevant as a way to watch IPL. And there will always be, and it's always been the case that people, if you're in the night shift on your job and your stint has started at 5 p.m, you will watch it on your phone. I mean, data nahi chahiye isme to na. But you may not watch for 3 hours. You may watch for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know. And that's some of the data that is not available. Number one. Number two is, I think a lot of times of what you see on the newspaper as ads or whatever are all pushed out, and these are the great wars.
Sales marketing.
Yeah, sales marketing. Look, there is no common currency of viewership as well, in the sense that somebody sells on impressions and somebody then sells on GRPs, and the body that's doing it is not the same. You have Bark giving you one set of statistics, and on the other side, what you see on OTT is put out by the OTT itself.
Right.
True. I'm not saying they're not telling the truth, but it's not the same.
It's filtered.
Yeah. So how do you sort of judge it? And the last thing is, I don't know whether, and this is from an advertiser's point of view, and this is my point of view. I don't know how much of science it is. I worry about the stickability of what a viewer sort of takes away from an ad on TV versus an ad seen on a small screen. Yeah, I read a study where it showed that, and this was not done in India, it was done somewhere else. They showed that an ad unit served on a big screen had its decay was 4 times lesser than that seen on a small screen.
Wow.
Now that should matter to me as an advertiser.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these studies, they're done few and far between. It's done in another market. India, I am not aware of anything, but it's my hypothesis, and I'll, there is anyway so much of information that we are sort of bombarded with. It's very difficult to figure out what gets through. But I don't know how much people retain when watching on a small screen, in between tasks, or as a accompaniment viewing
Mm.
while they're doing something, which is all the small screen thing.
Yes.
Right.
Because if you were going to watch a full match on a small screen, then if it's so important to you, you'll plant yourself in front of a big screen.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking from a customer standpoint, right?
Sure.
Right.
So this
Distracted
debate,
viewing. And then,
that's the term I was looking for.
Mm.
I think my hypothesis is that a lot of viewing on small screen is very distracted.
right.
Not to say that big TV is not distracted. It is also distracted. I just think it varies. It's less distracted.
Sure. So Narayan, as a marketing leader, we see there is war for talent, especially for marketers, young marketers. While at one end we want people to spend time in the category, time practicing the principle, but on the other hand, all of them have shiny toys in the startup world, where significant amount of equity is promised, a lot of exciting experience is promised, and therefore we see a lot of people making those career choices or thinking about them. What will be your guidance to some of the young ones making those decisions today?